Hi guys. Um, First of all, my hair was not supposed to be purple. It was supposed to be a very soft, metallic pink. But this is what I got. Anyway, it's starting to grow on me in light. It looks okay, it looks nice, but in the dark, it makes my face look kind of gray and colorless. I'm not a cool color person. Anyway, um, I have been having a really rough go of it lately, and but it seems like things are coming together, which usually means I'm riding a hypomanic wave. I decluttered my entire living space. I if you have listened to any of my other videos, you will know that I am constantly talking. Oh, something's bugging me. Had to fix that. Um, that I talk a lot about how this room is so cluttered and crowded, and I can't think, and it really does. It really does affect your brain and how you how well you can think through things, and just your state of being in your head. Um, I just have to have. I'm not a clean freak, but things have to be tidy. I need to feel space and see things. When things start sitting in front of things, like you put a knickknack here and a little thing here, you want to remember this person here, and then it starts to close in. And so I've been feeling really closed in for a long time. And today I felt the energy when I woke up. I slept well. I woke up and felt the energy, and I'm like, I'm going to harness this today. This has to happen. So I got up, I drank my coffee fast, showered fast, um, just put on some clothes and got a trash bag and went for it. And it wasn't one of those where it takes me 3 weeks to clean because I'm going through every little thing. Like I'll have a bowl for catch-all things, change, and a paper clip, and and I'm like, I'm just throwing this whole bowl away. I'm not gonna miss anything in there. So it was that kind of cleaning. It feels so good. I just want to walk around and look at it. I don't want to even sleep in my bed or do anything or bring anything into any room. Um, so, so I've got that going. That feels good. That feels good. I can't leave even when my space is like, it's like there are people I know that leave their bed undone. And it drives me bonkers. Um, you have to, I'm sorry, But for you to have a good frame of mind for that day, the best, at least, best frame of mind you can possibly have, you have to make your bed. So, that's coming from me. I've had some issues with videos. I had this awesome live video about music and mood and anxiety, and I've done it before, and I had gotten into the habit of checking and that I was on the right channel, and I did not check this time, and it went on the other channel. I'm able to download it to my computer, but YouTube will not let me upload it. I don't want to go any further with it because it's stressing me out. So, I mean, it was such a good one because it was very spontaneous. And, I mean, I was feeling some really good emotions and bad emotions and crying and, you know, I'm having a good video when I'm crying. And just at how beautiful something was and lost it to space. So, I finally pulled myself together, pulled up my bootstraps. I'm going to listen to the original video and take some notes, redo it, because it's a interesting and important topic about how music affects us, especially for people with bipolar disorder. So, but it also was about anxiety in music. So, and I need to do it. I need to hurry up and do that before I lose the spark, because like I was still riding the high from the concert I went to, it's like, so I am also, to make myself feel better, is also feeling creative, which is also what makes me think I'm riding the hypomanic wave. I am in the process of making a video about negativity, and how I describe it as a trap and how we fall into it so easily and the types of things. So that is almost done. I am doing it in a little kind of artsy-fartsy. It's not just me sitting in front of the camera. It's something else. So I was feeling creative. So let's see. Hypomania. I clean the entire space, which would usually take me 3 weeks to manage, and I did it in 6 hours. And I'm got a lot of ideas going on. I've got working on projects. I have been having a lot of, I don't like the way my moods go these days. I used to be in a single mood type for a length of time, and then it would change and be something else for a length of time. But these days, um, like just last night and even early this morning, I was really depressed. And it had to do with body image. Uh, I just want y'all to know that I'm not looking for people to compliment me or anything. I I really do have uh, body image problems that have led to certain behaviors in the past, and um, you excuse me. And so I struggle daily. One, I got down to a very low weight, taking in very little calories, exercising, and and looked awful. And but I was enjoying myself. I felt successful, and then um, I gained it back. And so now every single day I have to go through the whole thing of pretty much everybody my age has a little weight here and there, and and I can't understand why I can't do what I did then again. Because I'll be like, damn, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something. Where before it was get a rise out of being hungry and not eating something. And then I eat something and I hate myself. So that's an everyday for me. And when mealtime comes, and especially with meds that make you eat. So, besides that, that's what I was feeling this morning. And now my mood is more lifted. And I've been so engrossed in the cleaning and other things that I haven't had a chance to pay attention to what I look like, what I feel like, how lazy I am, and why did I eat that? I wasn't even hungry. What all that stuff wasn't even my mind. So that's always enjoyable to have a period of time where some of your worst thought processes are nudged aside. Um, excuse me. I am doing extremely well with dog training. I have a waiting list. When I go, I truly feel like, and I have the results because I have reviews on my Facebook, my One Smart Dog training Facebook page. I finally have reviews on it, good reviews. People are pleased. Do you have any questions? Is there anything we did not touch on that? So I feel like I am truly helping people. And I also feel like I'm, the animal shelter. Twice a year they have a group, and you have to go to that site. You have to take your dog, find, and it's a certain time, and it's a group. You don't get individual attention. And you go, and they aren't going to cover behavior problems or house training issues or anything like that. Um, Whereas I come to your house and when I do training and behavior issues. So I always feel good knowing that I could be stealing some of their business. In case you don't know, I used to work there and we have a very bad history. Okay. So I haven't fallen off the grid or anything. I have 2 things in the ready, but I'm a CGC, a Canine Good Citizen evaluator, but I let my little doohickey registration lapse. And so I have to watch these goofy videos so I can get it again. And I'm making a iTunes playlist out of 80s new wave songs. And so I haven't been doing any broom making or wand making. I'm waiting till after the Renaissance Festival season to be over, because they said then contact them, where you send in pictures and stuff of the things you make and they jury you in. If they like what you make, then you get the go ahead. And so I'm hoping, and if they say yes, then I'm gonna start whipping them out, getting up stock. I want a better camera specifically for YouTube use. And a good one is expensive. So I'm trying to use my money from dog training. I've saved up quite a bit, but I'm going to be spending some at the festival. But that is, I'm going to save up for that. There are some that look good and somehow have a lot of good ratings, but you have to be savvy about reading, especially on Amazon, about reading reviews. And they have these that are $100 and something, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you find out that it's not the real thing. So usually when I get something that costs a lot of money, I go for the middle thing, which requires some saving. Anything else? Watching the most recent season of Walking Dead on Netflix. Not good. Not good. But we're going to stick it out. I guess not good because all the characters that were supposed to stay are gone. And I just had to show you guys these awesome new reading glasses I got. Because I have bifocals and they're never, ever, ever enough. My hair was going to be yellow. I still have the yellow dye, and now I'm wishing I had used it instead of the pink. Yeah, as soon as I have, I don't know. See, what I think, I have had this happen so much in my life that I accept it as something that is real. We are introduced to situations for a reason. We don't know yet what that reason is. And the situation may go on for years. And it may suck. It may not be bad. But in the end, we're going about our business, and then something else happens, and we're like, well, that's what that was. So I wasn't going to volunteer at the animal shelter, but the vet that we used talked me into it. And then I couldn't stay away from the place. I just had this thing with the dogs that I don't know, I knew what they were saying, and I would get so frustrated with people because they would be doing the wrong thing, and I'm like, why are you doing that? You're saying the wrong thing to the dog. You aren't understanding what the dog is telling you and how to respond. And I developed that there for so many years. Gosh, 2010, I started volunteering. And what was it, 2000, it was COVID. So it was COVID 2020 or 19. Anyway, I've been there a long time. And while I was there, I learned more and more and more about puppies and dogs and all kinds of situations and their health, their food, their poop, why they do this when you do that, all that stuff, how to get them to stop doing this and start doing that. And now I'm doing it for myself on an individual basis, and I have all that knowledge, so I know what I'm talking about when I see people. And I think that's it was so stressful, and it was really difficult to work at the shelter, even though I loved working with the animals. It was the people that was the difficult part. And then in the end, of course, the harassment issue I had to go through. That caused a bit of PTSD. But if you think about it, it was supposed to end. So I could do what I'm doing now to help people. So I'm I feel very, very good that I can bring this knowledge to people. And um and it's just, I can talk about dogs day in, day out with no sleep. So the social anxiety is generally just on my first visit. Other than that, it's like, it's easy because I know the answers to their questions. Um, and we're talking about a dog. We aren't talking about me or what I'm doing or how I'm handling things. It's my own business. You know, I can wear my hair any color I want. I can schedule anytime I want. I can refuse anyone I want. Um, so that, you know, my appointments are later in the day because I can't do early things. Um, so I enjoy my days working. I going to somebody's house to talk about their dog. And you know how much people like to talk about their dogs? A lot. So they have me, a captive audience. And I'm just like, hey, let's talk dogs. so, but I couldn't do that if I didn't have the knowledge base, which I got at the shelter doing their training classes and just working with dogs, just looking, just like the dog doing something that's kind of harming itself. So I stand there and I watch it and I'm like trying to, and then pinpointing it, figuring it out, fix the situation, and then the dog is fine. And that feels good. So, um, it's just, it sucks that I had to go through what I did. But if I had continued at the shelter, I would have been a good part miserable. And I wouldn't have had the joy that I have helping people who are desperate. You know, I have one client, her husband's ready to kick her and the dog out. you know, people that can't afford service dogs and they have to train their own, but they don't know where to start. So, I have no idea how I got on that track. Just know that I am very happy right now in my living space so I can do things in an organized manner and my brain can stay organized. And I'm gonna go have my dinner now. So I'll have more videos that I am working on. So